It's kind of like, you know you're gonna get hurt and you just have to go with it. Like, you just have to commit because you're gonna hit that water so many times. I'm Bridget Burt. I am a stunt performer in the film industry and an extreme sports enthusiast. It all started when I was 12 years old. I was working for my father in a jet boat, jet ski company, doing like just the basic cleaning boats, washing ponchos, all the laborious jobs. Eventually I became a jet ski instructor, and by the age of 16 I left home and moved up to Gold Coast, where I became more of a water sports instructor, learning how to do flyboarding, which is the water jets in your feet where you fly up in the air. Eventually, when I started to get more into the flyboarding side of it, to become better at teaching, I wanted to learn it better. I would get up in the mornings before work, go in, train on the flyboard. One morning, a guy, Peter Hendra, noticed that I was flying out there, and he said that I was pretty decent. I wasn't scared of throwing a massive back dive off the top shelf height, which was I think about 18 meters at the time. He told me to audition for this China show, which is just submitting a video. I ended up doing that, and then they wanted me literally within the next week. So I was doing jet ski instructing, flyboard instructing, and then a week later I was finding myself in China. I was the first female to start doing flyboarding as a profession full time. So Zapata was the company that created the flyboard. And when I first started with H2O events, I didn't get the opportunity to flyboard as much because my level wasn't anywhere near as good as the guys that were performing there. And then when I started working for Zapata, they gave me the opportunity to train, and it was quite intense because I'm there with the best in the world at flyboarding, and it's such a unique sport. So like that progression of getting the skills up, it's kind of like, you know you're gonna get hurt and you just have to go with it. Like, you just have to commit because you're gonna hit that water so many times, or hit the jet ski or hit the hose. I've hit the hose quite a few times. I broke my ankle once. I think I over-rotated a backflip and I ended up hitting my head on the hose. There was a lot of moments like that where it was like, if you want to keep progressing, you just have to keep risking it and like do it in a gradual way so you're not going to really get injured, but it's just one of those sports. First time learning triple backflip, I was like not landing. I kept hitting the water for the third flip, and I was like, I'm just going to huck it. So normally how I would do a triple backflip at the start would be backflip, land, backflip. And there was that little pause so you knew where you were at. And one time I was like, I'm not getting it above the water that last flip, so I'm just gonna huck it. So I held it for 3 turns, and on that third turn, I just face planted the water so hard that my whole body was like red, my face, I like flew straight back up because I was like in automatic mode to do the show. I ended up being one of the first females to attempt a front flip, which I did get it around. I can't say that I was able to do it consistently, or I went out and did it in the show or anything like that. I was just the first one to get it around, and actually, because throwing a front flip is completely different. You have to pull on your ankles and reef it backwards. So you got the board and you have to actually pull it, reef it, and the timing and just the physics of it is pretty difficult. So you definitely need that element to be like, yes, I'm just going to try it, or yes, I just need to go for it, especially in the training phase. Because if you just are always holding back and always have that fear part in there, then you're not really going to push yourself.